Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the video. What if I guess today is another Vision video. Today we'll be going over some of the most overpowered PvP builds in the 1.4 patch. Now I know some of these builds might change once this comes out for Xbox One and PS4, but as of right now, these are the best builds that I could think of and put together for you guys to use for the PTS server and pretty much just wreck everyone in the Dark Zone. Anyways, if you guys do enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this. So I'm not too sure if you guys remember, but a few months ago I made a video like this pretty much talking about some overpowered builds for 1.3, and I got really great feedback from that video. A lot of people said it helped them out for the Dark Zone, stuff like that. So I was like, hey, you know what, for anyone that doesn't play the Dark Zone that much and they want to get into it, since the 1.4 Dark Zone is a little bit better than it was before, these builds are definitely going to help you out, kill more people, and survive a little bit longer if you're running solo or with friends, whatever it is. So the first build is very simple. Most of my friends have been using this. Personally, I haven't tried this build out, but I heard really great reviews about this gear set. So pretty much what it is, it consists of 4 different Predator's Mark pieces of gear. If you guys didn't know, Predator's Mark is one of the best gear sets you can use for the Dark Zone as of right now. Since all the different bonuses on this gear got pretty much changed, it's becoming one of the most favorable gear sets for the Dark Zone. So pretty much, like I said, 4 pieces of Predator's Mark for one simple reason. The 4-piece bonus is actually really overpowered. If you hit 10 shots without switching targets, it will make the target bleed for 50% of the damage you actually done with your bullets. So for example, let's say you do about 2000 damage with your bullets. The bleed effect is going to do 50% of that damage, which is 1000. So overall, you're going to be doing like 3000 damage if you have 4 pieces of Predator's Mark gear on your character. Next up, I went with Savage Gloves. As you guys know, Savage Gloves have been the most pretty much used gloves in PvP in my opinion. They're just really good, and especially in 1.4, although it's not as overpowered, it still gives you 7% critical hit chance when you have these gloves on, so it's really good for like a MP7 or pretty much any weapon you are using. Last but not least is a Tenacious Mask. Now if you guys don't know what this does, it's actually really cool and pretty overpowered in my opinion. So a Tenacious Mask pretty much increases your damage by 10% for 10 seconds after you use a medkit. So if you guys know how many times you are in a gunfight and you just use a medkit, well pretty much anytime you use a medkit for PvP, PvE, whatever it is, your damage is going to be increased on your weapon by 10%, which is pretty overpowered in my opinion. Although it is only 10 seconds, it's still a pretty long time if you're about to kill the person or if you're about to die. That 10% damage can help you out a lot. Moving on to the second build, in my opinion, this is the most simple build you can go with. So what you want to do is use 300's Faith. Obviously, 300's Faith gives you 20% more headshot damage. It's like the old Striker. Although it's not that overpowered, it still gives you 20% headshot damage with any weapon. And for the final part of this build, I would go with 3 Sentry. If you guys don't know, 3 Sentries is actually kind of good in this game as of right now. For 2 set bonus gives you 30% accuracy with all your weapons, and the 3 set bonus gives you 10% headshot damage. So if you want to mainly focus on headshot damage, this is the build to go with. Moving on next to this final build, in my opinion, everyone uses this build in the 1.4. I don't know why, I guess it's that overpowered, but pretty much what it is 4 Alpha Bridge. You guys know Alpha Bridge, how it works. Pretty much when you have the 4-piece bonus, you pretty much get to have double the talents, so you can run like 2 SMGs and have 6 weapon talents. So that's pretty overpowered. Next up are Savage Gloves. You guys already know what they do. 7% critical hit chance is really good for pretty much any build. And last but not least is a Tenacious Mask, once again, to increase your damage by 10% for 10 seconds after using a medkit. So those are the 3 builds I've been seeing a lot of people use in the 1.4 update. Now I'm not too sure, like I said, if it's going to stick around and if they're going to be the same once it drops for consoles. But as of right now, if you want to go in the Dark Zone and pretty much just tear people up, these are the 3 builds you definitely want to focus on. They're really good. Obviously, you want to focus on like good rolls on them, like a lot of armor and stuff like that. But these are the 3 builds I would definitely recommend for anyone that plays the PTS server. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!